Well, hey garden friends, it's Destry. Welcome back to my Oregon yard. Today we're talking lots of pots. Today we're going to be potting up some new beautiful plants in these fun new planters. We're also going to be taking a look at some of the things I already have potted up this spring and some things that are looking really beautiful here on my patio. So if we haven't met yet, hey, I'm Destry. I garden here in the Pacific Northwest and I do all kinds of different projects around my yard, but today I really wanted to focus on getting some planters planted up. I recently got these plants and so I wanted to get them all in their fresh homes. So far this spring, I've planted up several other planters and I'm really enjoying all of the new fresh color. It's motivating me, right, to get out there and do more things in the garden. But today I needed an easier project because I have a little bit of an injury. I overdid it a little bit, and when I do that, I wear my brace. So I needed something today I could do that was kind of simple and maybe wouldn't be too stressful on the body. So today I'm going to be just planting up some pots. So I already have some really beautiful things to plant it up that I'll share with you. So let's flip the camera around and get started. All right, well, here's what we're starting with. First of all, it's a beautiful sunny day, so I'm really enjoying my time in the garden. But I recently got a couple beautiful things, so let's start with the biggest. These are the 30-second planters from Proven Winners. I had shown these off in a different video, but I'll tell you, they've grown and filled in even more since that time. You can see the salvia is absolutely stunning. So I am excited to get this one planted up. Now this one's slightly different and has a couple other little flowers tucked in there. Then again, that Medusa vine, and then the calyx there of the salvia, so pretty. So I want to get these in these beautiful pots. These are the biggest of my new pots pretty much, and I believe these, yep, they're from my Texas house. So sorry, the label's upside down there, but that's where I got them. So I need to cut the labels off and I'm just gonna pop these in, you guys. It is such a quick and easy win to these 30-second planters if you can get a hold of them. They're so great. So that's the big task I'm going to be tackling. But let's look and see what I already have planted. So these are also from Proven Winners. These are the Fairy Trail hydrangeas. And I was able to snag 2 of them. And you can see here, they're just starting to get that blush color. And I did plant them in some more my Texas house, I believe, plants from Walmart. And back behind there, I have a bigger scroll planter. Now that one's plastic. That one I believe I got from QVC. And I have one of my other 30-second planters with this gorgeous dahlia, which has just been absolutely going nuts. You can see it's got the Hoopla Vivid Orchid on this side. And oh gosh, you guys, I forget the names of all of them, but look at this one. It's so pretty. So anyway, I have 2 of those blue scroll pots here. You can see the other planter there. I've even got a little bit of Dichondra Silver Falls that overwintered, so I'm hoping that comes back. That was actually something already in the pot. So anyway, those ones are already potted up, as well as the Fairy Trail hydrangeas, and I'm just loving these, you know, kind of sets of 2 and 2 and 2. And then over here hanging out with them is another plastic pot set. I think this one came from Amazon, but it has a little tray here. And this is one of my spider plants that I recently divided. So it's struggling a little bit, but it's kind of over there with the rest of them. I have 4 perennials here that I want to find a place for within my garden. So I might be looking for placement for these even today. So this one here, let's see, this is a white album winter creeper. So that's like basically a shrub. We've got this beautiful spring blooming Detsia. And so that's beautiful. Look at that. I want to get that in the ground. And then this one is the Little Sparks Orange, Illuminati Sparks Orange. So that's gorgeous. And then this one is the Lemony Lace Elderberry. So I need to find some homes for those. Now the elderberry that is going to get really big, so it's going to go out in my side garden, I know for sure. But these other 3 that stay smaller, I might end up looking for something in the backyard and placement for them. But this is what I'm thinking about using in my other pots today. You can see I have 2 of these Everlast Violet Blue Dianthus. I'm sorry, I have 1 of those, and then I have 1 of this Dianthus. This one is the Everlast Candy Swirl. You guys look at the bloom on that. Isn't that just so cool? Same with this one, just really interesting blooms. So all 3 of the plants that are going to go in this planter, again, they're going to go to be perennialized eventually. Now this vinca, I don't know that I would put in the ground, but I did get 2 vinca, and I don't know where the tags went on those, but they're not blooming now, but they were. One's a white blooming and one's a purple blooming. And then 2 of these Bacopa that are in different colors. So what I'm gonna do is grab each of the Bacopa, you know, 1 Bacopa and 1 Dianthus and 1 of the other, and put them into some pots. And then these are the pots that I'm gonna be using for those. So these 2 pots were gifted to me. They're sort of they're a little cracked, they're a little tattered, but I really try to, you know, use pots that have this neutral color scheme, or at least I'm trying to, with like the whites and the creams. I mean, I guess I have some pops of blue in there as well, but anyway, so I thought this size planter would be great for, you know, planting those ones I have in the little box here and making a couple more summer planters. And then just a couple more pots that I'm really enjoying. Check this one out. These are the Japanese pansies, and look how stunning these are in this little low bowl. So I'm really enjoying this here on my patio. Even though my patio furniture isn't all set up yet for the season, I can still have some beautiful planters. And then I do have this beautiful Japanese maple with this interesting trunk structure, as well as one I need to pot up. This is a new one to me. This one is a little arborvitae, I believe. Yeah, mini arborvitae. So I want to get that one planted up. But then I have some geraniums back there, another Japanese maple, another geranium. This is my mandevilla that I overwintered in the greenhouse, and it's still blooming. Of course, I've got my beautiful post, my yard art, and love that as well. That's just some bucket of stuff down there, but some more containers this way. This one's really cool. I think it's called a mirror plant, I believe. This was the Comprosa Rainbow. And I believe the common name is like a mirror plant. And they have this really pretty shine to them. This one in this spring got really pinked up and it grew a lot, so it's doing really well. Another beautiful container I'm enjoying right now is this hydrangea. This one is another one of these fairy trail hydrangeas, these cascading hydrangeas. And it's getting ready to bloom. Now I do have to watch it and water it almost every day. So it definitely is thirsty, but it's doing really well here. And just a quick update, if you saw the video where I redid these hanging baskets, they have been going gangbusters. Since I potted them up, they are fully in bloom. And so they are just stunning here. So here's the big one, and I'll show you the other one too. So here is the other hanging basket. This was another of the 30-second planters that I was able to grab up at Bellman's farm. So you can see it's just beautiful. And then my biggest new pot this year is this one, also from Walmart. Now I am kicking myself that I didn't get 2 of them, but they were pretty expensive for a big one here. So I'm just really grateful for this one that I have. You can see I've got it planted up with more of these beautiful Japanese pansies here. These elegant series, I believe, is what these are. I know there's also like a twilight series, I believe, but I think these are the elegants. And then backed up with this gorgeous salvia. So this is another one I could perennialize perhaps for me or put in the ground, but you can see how stunning it is. And then I flanked it with some dianthus, and this is kind of a long-stemmed dianthus, and you can see it's getting ready to bloom. So I'm super excited for this planter, and I'm loving the way it looks. All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and set up my tripod and get going on this project today. I'm trying to decide if I want to put this vinca in here. The Bacopa is already like a spiller, so I'm gonna go in the greenhouse and see if I have anything else that I might want to put in these pots as like a third element, because honestly just the two things in there looks great. So I don't know, I think I might do the vinca in somewhere else, so I'm gonna go look in the greenhouse. All right, well, here's how everything turned out. And you can see, unfortunately, I did break one of the flowers. I'm so bummed, but that's okay. I still got them in these nice tall pots. I'm gonna be using these in my front entryway, so I gotta move them here shortly, but I'm gonna get them out of the direct sun here pretty quick after they're done draining. And then I have the two little Bacopas here. Again, I just watered everybody in, so they're a little floppy. This one's a little better. And then I just did the dianthus. I ended up not putting the other one in. I'm gonna use it in a different project, so I'm just gonna keep the two plants in there and give them more room to grow on, or I might look in the greenhouse for something a little bit smaller, but I think that'll be fine and give them room to fill in. But I like how the pots are matching with those whites, and it matches the rest of the pots I have up in the front entryway of my home. Well, here are how the pots turned out in my entry. It's been about maybe a week since I planted them up, maybe not that long, maybe a couple days. And you can see they're doing pretty good. I do have to come in here, like I could come in here and deadhead this, but look how pretty. The salvia, unfortunately, when I was potting them up, I broke this one and this one of this particular one, but it's pushing a ton more blooms. So this will get tall right here in my entry. I think it's gonna be really pretty. Right now over here, I have my geraniums kind of on this little plant rack. I've got my two topiary trees, which will be back here in the shade. I'm gonna move these rosemary out. They were blooming and really pretty purple, but now they're done. So I'm gonna get rid of those and move those out. But look at how pretty this heuchera is right here. It's getting ready to bloom. It's loving its life and how it mimics the purples here, all the purples and pinks. So I'm really enjoying this on this side. And then over here, here's the salvia I didn't break. So it's looking really pretty there. It's starting to really bloom out. The calyx is so pretty too with that purple color. And then here's this one here with this Bacopa. I like the Bacopa and the this one here. I think this is like, it's just right. I think the Bacopa will fill in. Bacopa's quickly becoming one of my favorite little ground covers. And over here I do have a couple blooms of this China Aster. I need to get in here and probably go ahead and take those blooms to encourage more blooms. But you can see I'm getting a couple blooms here, and then some of the salvia is starting to bud up there at the back too. So anyway, the Vego bed here is doing good. All right guys, well thanks for hanging out in the yard with me today. I hope that you enjoyed planting these up as much as I did. And thanks for sticking around and subscribing. If you need me, I'll be doing some gardening. I'll see you guys later. Bye.